Meet me in the morning on no man's land, where there are no magpies, no ravens, no candles, no kettles, no cups, no saucers, no sun, no moon, no light, no darkness. Yet it is morning, but mornings on no man's land are different from the casual mornings we wake up to. Meet me in the morning where heads float and so do our hearts, where there is no gravity and the only thing that keeps us grounded is the fact that we are together and it is that time of the morning. Meet me in the morning when I will whisper these floating words into your ears, words that will float in the air, but you will float to catch them, and I will end up chasing you, floating like those bubbles in the beer we drank last night. Meet me in the morning on no man's land where skins lose their color, where we are not white nor brown or black, but just the shade of our most loved color. I will be lilac and you can be that shade of yellow you like. Everyone will qualify to be a person of color. Meet me in the morning and come as the image of an image I have of you, hand over hand, knee over knee. In that bleeding memory, our bodies are countries we trespass to walk from yes to yes. You convince me if we can substitute an ampersand for a comma, then it belongs there. Meet me in the morning on no man's land. We will create a daisy chain of ampersands on no man's land. Thank you.
And that was Meet Me in the Morning on No Man's Land, the opening poem from the Yak Dilemma. Do you want to just talk a little bit about, what that No Man's Land means to you? Because it seems like that is so central to the concept of the book. Like that's sort of the place. The book feels like to me, reading it, a sort of search for home. And maybe the no man's land. I mean, and not to project too far into what you're trying to do, but the no man's land feels like sort of the giving up of the search for it and like accepting of the transience of home or something like that. I don't know. How do you conceive of that? And what were your sort of, what were you obsessed with while writing the book?
Great question. There's a lot to unwrap there. No man's land. I feel like, especially in reference to this poem, no man's land can mean different things at different points, considering how we are living politically, how we are living socially at different times of, of just whatever's going on. Like, when I wrote that poem, I was living between Ireland and Belgium, and Brexit was the talk of the town. And if I had to write the same poem, if I had to rewrite the same poem in 2021, I think I would place it in the context of the pandemic and whatever is going on. Whatever politically goes on or socially goes on, it impacts a lot. It has a great impact on our writing. And I feel like in this case, in this poem, I feel like I'm placing all the anxieties of identity, home, exile in no man's land. And I'm placing them in one place that cannot be home so that I can talk about them. And that place for me, there is no man's land. And I think this is a very important poem for the Yak Dilemma, because I think after I wrote it, it was much clearer to me what I was trying to do, and what I was obsessed with was while writing the Yak Dilemma is definitely homes, but not just my homes, other people's home as well. What home means to other people, what home means to people I spend my daily lives with, what home means to people whose work I connect with, like houses of famous writers and artists. All that was on my mind. And I think I wanted to create a journey in which I was meeting different homes at different points. And I think that was very important to me.